There are many types of online business models out there, but the reason you clicked on this video is because you want to know which one is the best one or the most perfect one. This type of business model that I will talk about today is a beginner-friendly business model. There are other online business models like dropshipping, Amazon FBA, affiliate marketing, or info products. And these are good examples of non-beginner friendly business models. Now don't get me wrong, these types of businesses can make you tons of money and they can be largely scalable, but they're also the same types of businesses that are really hard to succeed in as a beginner. And then on the other hand, there are other types of business models that can make you more than 6 figures a year or even more, which are realistically attainable for beginners. This business model is also in a really high demand industry with not much supply from people. In economics, this would be called a shortage within the supply line. It's always smart to evaluate how beginner friendly a business model is before throwing your life savings and time and effort into it. And I believe that I found the best one yet. But before we get into it, let's mention some basic online business models that you've probably already heard of, and let's analyze how beginner friendly they are. The first one is affiliate marketing. To get started with affiliate marketing, you would need a startup capital of anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000. And you could lose all of it if you don't know what you're doing. And affiliate marketing can also have pretty thin profit margins between 10 and 40%. This is mainly because you have to spend a lot of money on ads. And you would also need to be skilled enough to find a really good product that has high demand. Next, the second basic business model is Amazon FBA. With this business model, all you have to do is sell products on Amazon and they will handle the shipping, which we all know they're the best at. However, similarly to affiliate marketing, the startup capital for this would also be anywhere from between $1,000 to $5,000, mainly because you would need to stock up on the product that you're going to sell. And this can lead to you not making any sales and being stuck with a lot of the same product in your basement. Profit margins can also be pretty thin for this, averaging anywhere from 5 to 50%. And this is mainly because of the cost of goods that you will need to pay in advance. Demand, however, is good with Amazon FBA because Amazon themselves will drive traffic to the product. You just need to make sure that you have a good enough product that will sell. Again, so that you're not stuck with hundreds of the same product in your basement. Next, the third basic business model is the most famous, dropshipping. If you're one of the few that don't know what dropshipping is, it's basically selling physical products but without having to keep any inventory. Technically, you're actually reselling them straight from a supplier and shipping them straight to your customers. The tricky thing about dropshipping is that you don't need to pay a lot of money for inventory, but you do need to pay a lot of money in ads to keep testing hundreds of products, up until you find a winning product. I would probably say the startup capital for dropshipping would also be around $1,000 to $5,000. On average, to find a winning product, one would go through 20 failed products before finding the one. Margins can be anywhere from 10% to 60%. However, the demand for a product is going to be lower than any of the business models that we talked about today, since this is probably going to be a product no one's ever seen or heard of before. Now, this perfect business model that I'm going to discuss today has almost zero startup capital, because in order for it to be beginner friendly, you would not want to risk losing large amounts of money when you're just starting out, until you have a consistent source of income paying for your losses if you have any. Profit margins for this perfect business model will be anywhere from 60 to 98%. It has high demand, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, so it will not be too hard to get a sale. So with all that being said, what is the perfect online business model? It is going to be a service-based online business that will get you paid monthly per client. Kind of like having a subscription, but instead of paying, you're getting paid for it. There's really no startup capital because all you need for this is a business email and then you're good to go. There are many types of online services you can provide as a service-based agency. A good example of a service you can provide as a business is helping your local businesses near you to transition online and make even more sales. If you were to find a local business and help them make sales, online of course, they would easily pay you thousands of dollars for this, because in a way you're upgrading their entire business model. Plus, lots of these businesses already know that they need to start selling online and getting more sales and leads. They just don't know where to start or how to get it going, and that's where you would come in. For this type of business model, even just getting one client will make you thousands of dollars per month continuously. As I said, the demand for it is incredibly high and the supply is very low. The people who take advantage of this specific opportunity are going to do very well in the future. It's like getting into dropshipping when no one knew about it and it was unsaturated. It was much easier to make it back then. So if you want to write it down, the perfect business model is selling marketing services to other businesses as an agency. And as I said, there's no startup cost, as all you would need to begin is an email address. Now, the only thing that would take some of your time is that you actually do need to learn and get skilled at helping other businesses sell online. Most successful companies nowadays are the ones that connect the product to the consumer, not the ones that actually make the product. A good example of this would be Expedia.com, which doesn't own any airplanes or hotel rooms. They do, however, connect consumers who want to travel to hotels and airlines, and they get paid a pretty good fee for doing so. Another example is Uber, which doesn't own any cars, but they connect drivers to consumers. The key here is to connect the service or product to the consumer and make money doing that. You want to find a customer with a problem and simply connect them to a solution. So selling online marketing services to smaller businesses is the perfect online business model. The best way to approach this is by actually finding someone else who can do the marketing for you for a smaller fee and charging the small business a higher fee than that, and then you get to keep the difference. That is the solution if you don't want to learn how to fully do the marketing yourself. So either way, there's almost no excuse to not want to get into this type of business. No startup costs, you barely need skills, and you just need some time to find the right businesses to sell to, which by the way can also already be online businesses. You're just providing marketing and sales to them anyways, or someone else is. And behind the scenes, you are getting paid to connect the both of them. This business model is very beginner friendly as it doesn't require any previous experience or skills. So to quickly recap why providing marketing services to small businesses is the perfect online business model: 1, you don't deal with any shipping or inventory; 2, you don't have to make thousands of sales or get tons of clients; and 3, you don't have to invest thousands of startup capital to get started with it; and 4, you can get someone else to do the marketing for you for cheaper than what you charge the small business.